Hi Libra, welcome back to Tarot Posh. I'm happy to have you here with me. This is your Lost Loved One spread for June 2022. I hope this video finds you well. If anything's not going well, I pray things turn in your favor very, very soon. Today I'm using Tower of the Abyss by Anatolian for this spread. I separated the 16 court cards here, so I will pull from that as the person, the significator, who has crossed over or who you've just lost touch with. Maybe you don't have this person in your life anymore, or you, either by choice or just synchronicities of life, you just parted ways and they're on your mind or you're on their minds, or it could just be someone who's crossed over. So this is the black and white deck that I'm using. The rest of the deck is here, so I'll be pulling cards from that, okay? Anatolian was interviewed just by Justin Michael. He's on YouTube, also on Instagram, but you can check him out on YouTube. He actually interviewed her, and he interviews, if you're interested in learning tarot or getting some history in the background of tarot, or you just like to follow tarot artists, definitely check out Justin Michael. I don't know him or Anatolian personally, but just seem like really great people, and I love to watch interviews with artists, so check it out. And Libra, this is your reading, okay? So I have also the John Helen Psychic Tarot Oracle deck I'm going to use to close the reading. Libra, you are an air sign. Justice is your major arcana card. And the Justice card represents being the advocate, right? Justice is the advocate. And you're a cardinal sign, so you take the lead and the initiative. Right now we're in Gemini season still. So if you know any Geminis or have any Geminis in your life, please make sure you wish them happy birthday. We just came out of last night's super strawberry full moon in Sagittarius. Also, if you have any placements of Sag anywhere in your chart, or if you have any Saggies around you, I definitely felt, I'm a Sag, and I felt the full moon very strongly. So the moon phases, I do follow the moon phases. So now we're moving from the full moon into the waning gibbous. So it's very interesting to see how the phases, other than the full moon phases, affect us. It's smart sometimes, if you do notice that they do, to start actually a moon phase journal. And just if you also read tarot, or if you use oracle cards, or you just use a daily journal or keep a diary, it's something that you could incorporate into that, Libra. And for some reason, I feel like I'm saying that to you to be significant. It's significant for you. Maybe you've started journaling again, or you're a big journaler or writer. And I feel that incorporating those moon phases may help you be an advocate for yourself and your own well-being. So anyway, let's get to it. Let's go. So, let's see who's coming through for you. This is for Libra, any aspects of Libra in your natal chart. If you North Node is in Libra, or if you just love to watch Libra tarot readings, this is for you. Without further ado, let's find out what lost loved one is coming through for you, Libra. My allergies are still bothering me. I had incense burning. It's off now, but I'm a little congested today, so just bear with me. King of Cups is coming through. King of Cups. King of Cups. King of Cups represents emotional intelligence, ruling relationships, and intuition. Maybe those, that inner knowing that we get, ruling over the kingdom of his emotions with logic, because kings have underlying sword energy, air energy, like you, Libra. I feel like this King of Cups coming through had to really walk a tightrope in life to keep a lid on emotions, and also just to navigate his feelings and make his feelings known as well. There was one prominent relationship within this King of Cups life that was very significant. And it was significant because I'm seeing that he is surrounded by a sea of chaos. So it's almost as if he logically latched onto that one relationship that was like his life preserver, right? but he rose up with this person. It's not like sometimes someone could grasp onto you like a life preserver and drown you in the process, right? They're trying to be saved by you, but then, you know, you're helping them, but then, you know, you go under because it's too much. It's too much neediness. I feel this King of Cups, I feel very strongly latched onto either a significant other or someone that was a prominent relationship in his life that helped release him from toxic chaos, toxic relationship, a lot of chaos. This could be familial chaos. It could be just too much emotion around him, but I'm definitely getting it very, very strongly that he had to almost walk a plank. And I feel like he came out of the other end being like a superhero because he by doing so and lifting himself up, he was able to walk the plank in a more positive way. And because he was able to remove himself from that chaos, he was able to have he was able to navigate love in his life, really. I feel like this King of Cups was a support and loving to everyone around him. That's what I'm getting. Why is this King of Cups coming through? It could be a father figure. I'm feeling it's more like a father figure. Could have been a husband as well. That's crossed over. Or just not together anymore, not in touch. They're coming through because I have Two of Pentacles. They're coming through because it's a balancing act. Now, if this is someone who's crossed over or it's just someone who is not in your life anymore and vice versa, the energy is coming through or you're being reminded of them or vice versa. And with the Two of Pentacles here, I feel like there is a juggling and a concern over the future. When I see, or two females, because I see a younger feminine here and an older feminine here. Now, when I see feminine, actually, it could be masculine or feminine energy, but I'm getting more. It could be a son and a mother. It could be a younger version of yourself. But I'm feeling that there is almost like a pendulum swinging to see like where it will land. There is a balancing options of which way to go regarding possibly career, finances, home life, relationship with money. And just wondering where like the pendulum will fall or the ball will drop next, where it will land, where you will land. And that's what I'm getting right now is your energy. And that's why they're coming through. There could be some indecisiveness and or planning regarding your money. And I'm seeing a younger person and an older person. So that could be two phases of you, Libra, or it could be two different people. The moon, Pisces energy. The messages that they have that they're coming through with is trying to bridge the gap. There's also some fears. The message they're coming through for is also could represent shadow work, doing shadow work on your part. I also feel when I see the division here with the moon card that some things are broken and can't be fixed. And there's possibly a navigating around that and a navigating because of that. And the gap has been bridged as far as it will go. And it's sort of facing the truth about that. Now that is Pisces card, Pisces Major Arcana card, the moon card. So that's shadow work. I feel that the masculine energy in this card, I feel it's a masculine feminine. I feel like the masculine energy that's representing possibly this King of Cups over this, moon and the water here. This is water energy. Okay, so this King of Cups could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and this is Pisces, water sign as well. So I feel that the feminine energy doesn't want to look and maybe face that gap. What else does this King of Cups want to say? What else are they coming through? There's nostalgia here, so it could be hard to do that. There's some nostalgia. Six of Cups is also, looking back and sort of doing an inventory of life relationship, and trying to do so to bring balance. And also when, you see the depiction of this person's mind, there's two people standing apart and there's three cups on each side. So there's a division again, and there is a distance between these two people. So again, it's a gap that's not being bridged. And Nine of Pentacles. It could be because this is a time for self-sufficiency. A bird in hand is worth two in the bush. That's what I always get with this card. And this is an older woman, elderly. I wouldn't say elderly, but older woman. I also notice an older woman in this card as well with the Two of Pentacles. So I feel that regardless of this gap, I feel like the message is you have the Two of Pentacles to the Moon, to the Six of Cups, to the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles to me represents in the minor arcana the Empress energy. So it's really self-sufficiency, entrepreneurial card, and I feel that that is what I'm seeing here. In clarifying this Nine of Pentacles, I have Three of Pentacles. You may be opening or starting a new business, or you could be getting a promotion, but there's something about you, how you're showing your wares to the world, how you're presenting yourself in business with that Three of Pentacles energy there. You could be possibly building a new home as well, but definitely there is money that could be used. Maybe it's being given to you or being loaned to you to have a business plan to start an investment. And I feel like that is you realizing that if that gap isn't bridged, that you are self-sufficient enough to go it alone. What is the overall energy for this reading, for this King of Cups coming through? You have mental anguish here. You have Eight of Swords energy. You have mental anguish. There could also be some guilt, Libra, and it's air energy. Now, with the Eight of Swords, it's anguish that you're putting yourself through, or maybe guilt of putting yourself through, having to do with thoughts, communication, possibly how you communicated things. I feel that strongly that is why there is a gap that can't be bridged. Sometimes people go out of our life and you can't bridge the gap to get back. So I feel like it's very strong energy showing that Nine of Pentacles and showing that the future is good for you. I feel with this Eight of Swords energy, this, being too much in your head, not really wanting to look at the facts. It's like you're blindfolded, you have one eye open, and you have a path of those swords. So to me, it's telling me with the Eight of Swords and Ten of Swords, you could be at an end of a cycle with the Ten of Wands, Eight of Swords, Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is a burden. Your motivations becoming a burden to you. Too much fire energy becoming a burden to you. Maybe wanting what you want when you want it, and it could be that you're carrying that all around and it's too much of a burden. And that with the Eight of Swords, you could let that cycle end and come out of that Eight of Swords energy. But it's your choice, because being Libra, you're a cardinal sign, it makes sense. You want what you want when you want it. And after thinking a certain way or handling things a certain way for a certain amount of time, You may be sort of stuck in that energy. But the Ten of Wands promotes us like we can only carry the burdens for so long, and so we have to put them down, you know. And I feel with the Eight of Swords here, there is some stubbornness, and that's why this person's energy is coming through. If this is someone who's crossed over, I feel like they're coming through to help you listen. Maybe because you're a cardinal sign, you could be a little stubborn, maybe not want to listen, but I feel like they're coming through to be helpful with you with this Two of Pentacles, to help you realize that you have that Nine of Pentacles energy to create what you want in business and move forward in a positive way. This is awakening for you. This is judgment, awakening. And in this picture, what I see is I see a person on the ground, and then I see an angel on the person's back. But it's important to know once you realize, in realizing that we can embrace that, you can embrace that Three of Pentacles energy, and that you have the ability, if you wanted to open a business or whatever it is you wanted to do to move on from this energy with a moon and the Six of Cups with that gap there, the gap in that relationship, agreeing to disagree about things that are broken and maybe unable to mend. I feel with this awakening card, what I'm seeing is trying to like resuscitate something that is gone is something that is unhealthy with that Eight of Swords energy and that Ten of Wands energy. But also I feel you're not really living the gifts that you have if all of your energy is going into that and you're not living your authentic self. It's like you're looking down with the wings here, right? That's air energy for me as well. The Judgment card is showing you and letting you reveal to yourself. It's like you're stepping outside of yourself and seeing your actions and becoming awakened because of it. Maybe you are in that Eight of Swords energy with the Ten of Wands because you're realizing after the fact things that possibly happened or motivations that turned sour or created a gap, conflict. So that's difficult. But when you see and you look at that awakening card, the Judgment card, actually, there's liberation, because the Judgment card is the liberator, okay? The Judgment card is the liberator, especially in relationships. The King of Cups rules over their emotions, rules over relationships with logic. You are an air sign, so I feel like that message is coming through. So rule relationships with logic instead of expectation, and you're liberating yourself once you release that. Four of Cups is the energy that you're in still, Goldilocks mode. It's like this part is too soft, this bed is too soft, this part is too salty. And I see Three Cups here. There could have been a third party situation or three relationships around you, or there could be a party of three. And there's a cup here hanging. Maybe there's a relationship or something being offered to you, or love being offered to you, and you just turn your head from it and you don't want to embrace it. So that awakening card also helps with that, because it's going to free you from that energy. Like it's like this person's coming through to help you be free in that apathy over empathy, right? Instead of having, it's like you have apathy, like nothing is serving you, nothing is what you want. And that comes from having a focus, getting stuck in that Eight of Swords energy so that it becomes a burden. But really you have Ten of Cups here. So there is a child involved, and as you can see, this Ten of Cups, it's like she's moving towards the sun. but trying to release possibly the hands that she's holding. Which to me, with that Nine of Pentacles here, the Three of Pentacles, and this person coming through, and the gap here shown in the Moon, and the Six of Cups, I definitely feel that it's a releasing this, whatever this is that's making you feel this mental anguish and this burden, releasing that person or that energy is what's going to catapult and move you forward to your true happiness, to being fulfilled in relationships, and moving towards that sun energy, which is Leo energy. So Leo's major arcana card is the Strength card. So I feel you need strength to do this. And if you do have any Leo in your chart or Leo around you, you should embrace that. And there's my answer. You can't make this stuff up, because what came out is the Sun card. That's that is like Leo to me. This is your inner child, though. Leo's card is the Strength card. That's the heroine, the hero of your own life. But the Sun does represent to me that Leo fiery energy. However, it is the inner child. So it's like once you're releasing and you're not holding so tight. There's a song from 38 Special from years ago. Hold on loosely, but don't let go. If you cling too tightly, you're going to lose control. And I feel like that is really what this is in this layout here. So only you know who this is, if it's a father figure, or if it's someone you were in a relationship with that you're not anymore. And it's masculine energy, but take it as it applies. We all have masculine, feminine energy, and that is the King of Cups there. So what I'm seeing that the Sun energy is saying, get back in touch with your inner child. Don't worry so much about what's going on around you, or what you possibly the plans that maybe you held too tightly to. Liberate yourself and focus on your inner child, and really ask your inner child what you really want, and awaken to your true self. Awaken to your true self and come out of that Goldilocks mode. This is a lot. This is a lot, Libra. Please let me know in the comments what this represents for you. Five of Pentacles. There is a concern here in embracing your inner child that you're showing weaknesses, or there's a sense of lack. Five of Pentacles is literally people being outside of their home. In the traditional card, it's being outside of a church and just not going in to ask for help. But for me, I feel with the Five of Pentacles is that you could be feeling a sense of lack, because possibly the plans that you have the mental anguish over that became burdens for you with that Eight of Swords and the Ten of Wands. I feel when you cling to that so tightly, it makes you feel a sense of lack, but really you have the Sun and the Ten of Cups here, which is joy and happiness in relationships. With the Emperor, your foundation in life, ruling over all your kingdoms. So I feel you just have to refocus. And it's really important to look at the Sun card and the Awakening card, the Judgment card here. Your inner child wants to be awakened so you can be your authentic self. Your authentic self. I had a message for Virgo like that as well. Totally different reading, but it did returning to your true self, really. Returning to innocence. Returning of innocence. Solitude. Oh, goodness. You can't make this stuff up. This is Virgo's major arcana card. Solitude. This represents the Hermit card, which is Virgo's major arcana. So that is what this is about. It's returning, going within, going on a soul's journey, returning to yourself, returning to that inner child. And don't forget to wish upon a star. There's a lot of purple and orange in this card. And it's like, there's a book here. And when we go in solitude, we look at those well-laid plans that we put for ourselves, and we revisit those. And maybe you started out wanting those things. But now you're revisiting that, going within yourself and asking that inner child, now what do you want? Is this still what you want? And I feel like once you have that answer, that's how you're getting that 10 of Cups there. And it's the King of Cups who's helping to bring that through. So, Libra, namaste. I pray you find your way, and I'll see you next time. Bye.